So I have a
We're
question.
back.
Number 32. I have a question for you.
Right.
Why is it the guy without a job is busy and has
Busy.
to how does that work?
The big guy without a job is busy because I'm doing nonsense. I'm doing a lot of things that are fun and that enrich my life, but that don't make me any money.
So what you're saying is you have some hobbies this weekend that are going to be taking up your time that supersede your responsibility as a Heeb Goy podcaster.
This is a hobby. This is one of my many hobbies.
Yeah, of course. I know. I'm not saying it's not. I'm saying this. You're saying the hobbies that you will be, the nonsense, the fakakta nonsense you will be participating in this weekend supersedes your buddy Dan and the Heeb Goy show. And so Dan, the guy with a job, has got to take time out on a weekday.
Sorry, Dan.
On a weekday. When
Yeah.
he's got, yeah.
Well, so what it is I'm sorry, Dan. I'm doing what it comes down to is being an old man and being exhausted. So I know that there are two drumming gigs back to back, and the first one is in the heat with the Fakakta, soccer stadium. So I'm drumming out in 109 weather heat, and like all night Saturday. And I know that when I do that Sunday is rough. I know that when I do that, like I wake up Sunday and I'm like not having it. So, and but yeah, no, I've got no good excuse for that whatsoever. I'm not going to try to fucking,
Well, let it be known that I am crowbarring you into my schedule.
Busy. Dan is busy and making money and actually doing things. That's true.
Yeah.
But thank you for moving.
When you texted me and were like, "Hey, where are we starting?" I was, where I was? I was at the farm.
Irritated.
I was at the farm supply store getting a service kit for my mower.
So does that have to do with your job?
No, I mean, but it's not really fun either. You know what I mean?
So So let's get past the unpleasantness of me being in trouble with you and move on to the real matter at hand, which is let me deflect and move on to the fact that you have. I can see that you're still there in your trailer, right side up. So all the issues, all the warnings, and
the tropical storm. Okay, so update.
Yeah, I heard Dan had like a storm coming in hot, and everyone was telling him to get the hell out.
Motherfucker storm.
You lost for 12 hours, yeah?
It was supposed to be a tropical storm, 60-mile-an-hour winds at landfall, and it was supposed to go in fairly west of us where we would be. We'd get 20-mile-an-hour winds. The motherfucker jogged east overnight.
Really?
Overnight. They do that. She jogged east. She got a little stronger. Made landfall as a hurricane, a little closer to me than we thought. We lost power about 2 a.m. We were down for about 12 hours. It wasn't nothing catastrophic or terrible happened. It was more, this is a slow-moving storm. For those who don't know the deal with hurricanes, is the worst kind of hurricane or tropical storm is one that's slow-moving. Because they just fucking hang out. They dump rain on you. They blow you like Bruce's mom. And
nice.
It's just constant.
She's dead, That's nice.
Constant.
Go on.
Constant. Just. So, I'm out there filling because I have a generator, and the generator powers the RV, so that's good. So I'm out there trying to put gas in the generator, Bruce, and I have my big 5-gallon gas tank and my funnel, and I'm trying to pour the gas into the funnel, and it is so windy, the gas is flying.
So that's a funny image because that's not the type of thing I picture really you doing. I
won't do it again, though. I won't do it again. You know what I did? I paid a guy to build me.
That's all you need to say. I won't have to do it again.
Listen to this. He built me, I wish I had a picture of it, a fuel trailer. It's a trailer that you can take on your truck with a 50-gallon fuel drum that you can put fuel in, and it has a pump. So when I bring it home, with the fuel, it's like a regular gas pump. I take the pump,
I've seen these
in my generator or in my mower, and I can just fill it up without having to go back.
So you have a truck? You have a pickup truck?
Yeah.
And so in the back of the pickup truck, you had one of those portable fuel tanks with the pump thing installed.
No. This is a trailer. This is not in back of the truck.
It's
This
a
is
straight
a
up
trailer.
trailer.
Yeah.
Fuel
So
pump.
I had it built for me, so no more of the 5-gallon fucking jugs for me.
How many gallons is the fuel trailer?
50.
Nice.
So the generator was great. The generator holds 6 gallons of gas. I put like 5-ish in there, and it ran all day. It didn't run out. Like it
because
basically
that was Ro's question. I was talking to Ro about you. You know, I'm like, oh, so Dan is out. You know, unlike you, I didn't show Ro the texts. I was just talking, and I said, oh, Dan is dealing with a bad. Dan is dealing with a very bad storm out there, and you know, she goes, does he have a generator? Like he, you know. And I'm like, that's a good question. I don't know if Dan has a generator, because I know that if you were down for 12 hours, that it would get hot, and that to be without an air conditioner and power without 12 hours is not on the fucking right. So when the power went out, you went out and just fucking started it up, and you and Kara were fine.
When we build our permanent house, which will be done within a year, it'll have a permanent standby propane generator, like permanent. So it automatically kicks on when there's power outage. So we'll be good.
Right. That's good. That's a prep. Is that something from like the prepper mind state, sort of like?
I guess I mean, I'm more rural now, so I just don't. You know, it takes a little longer to do shit. So when we bought the RV, I'm like, well, we're going to be in it a year. Better safe than sorry. So I bought like a 9,000 kilowatt, whatever it is, generator, which is enough to power the whole RV with the air conditioner.
Oh wow.
So all you do is you plug the 50 amp plug into the generator, and it runs.
Yeah.
I was amazed, like with only 5 gallons of gas, it ran all day, like 12 hours. Like
all day with 5 gallons of gas.
Like 8-10 hours we had it on, because part of the outage was overnight, and I didn't run the generator.
Yeah.
I didn't turn on the generator till like 9 in the morning. So it's nice. I mean, it
Is it a Honda? Is the generator a Honda?
It's Westinghouse. I don't know what brand.
So these generators are great, because I go to these, like, you know, when you go to like Slab City or you go to Wasteland or whatever, and all these events are in the desert that I go to, all run on generators. Like if there's a band or a rave, and you think about it, there's like, you're out in the middle of the desert, and there's lights and there's speakers and there's music and there's all this shit going on. And you're like, where's this power coming from? And there's always some little generator in the back that is just running, you know?
Yeah,
and
the generator it saved my ass. We were able to just hang out all day.
That's awesome.
So this particular storm, I should not complain. So it sucked for us. I'm not going to lie. It was like a day of this. It sucked. Just shaking the place, the wind, shaking the whole trailer, shaking the carport over my trailer. It sucked. We probably got gusts of 60, 70 miles an hour, right?
And hold on. So you were in the trailer, and that little shade structure, did all that hold up?
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
It just sort of like made noise and rattled a little.
The shade structure is rated to 140 miles an hour.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. Now, I don't know what look, if we got a storm here that was a real motherfucker, Cat 2, Cat 3, I would evacuate. I would not stay.
Yeah.
But anything below Cat 1, we'll be all right.
Fine. And you knew you'd be fine, too. It's not like you're in the trailer, like, scared. Like, you knew you'd be fine.
You know who's not fine? That storm, as you can see in this graphic, you can kind of tell. See where it's sitting right now, like right over South Carolina?
Is that live time where it's at right now, real time?
Yeah, roughly.
Uh-huh. Okay.
This storm is so slow moving. It went through Florida. It then went up the Georgia coast, South Carolina. It has been sitting there, Bruce, for 3 days.
Really?
3 fucking days. Yeah, like here. I'll show you the
over North Carolina? And they're getting fucked, probably.
Well,
oh wow!
This is bad. This is starting now. If you look at the total rainfall they got on coastal South Carolina, Bruce, it's probably 20 inches, 22 inches.
Wow, dude, that's
and it's actually going to go up the middle of the East Coast,
yeah,
through like central Pennsylvania, Syracuse, and into Vermont, and going to soak these motherfuckers. This storm this is the thing about tropical storms. There's so many things that can fuck you: winds, storm surge, and rain. So it was slow moving for us, but it was moving at 8 miles an hour, which is slow. With these people, it wasn't moving at all. It's fucking sat there. Oh
my God.
You know,
even storm drains and the infrastructure is no place is set up to handle that amount of water coming down in that short period of time.
As annoying as it was, and it was fucking annoying. Like that was bad. So I need 2 more months, man. 2.5 more months. Knock wood. Just pray to your Jesus. I need 2.5 more months without any more of those motherfuckers. That's it.
Oh no, you'll be fine. Dan, you rescue old dogs and pigs. You know, you've got so much good karma locked up.
I know, but a month in, I get a fucking storm.
Yeah, but it didn't fucking touch you.
Yeah, it did.
Well, I mean, you're fine.
Yeah. No, we didn't have damage. That's true.
Yeah. And you're out in a trailer. You know what? And I was talking with Ro about this. I'm like, you're out in a trailer. Like it's not like there's trees or anything blocking the wind. It's like a big open field, and there's Dan's trailer. You know?
Okay. The trees are a mixed bag, right? So if you don't,
That's
we have
true.
no
If you're
trees,
close to them, they projectiles. That's not good.
block the wind. That is true. But there's also nothing that can fall on us.
Yeah.
So when we have a storm, I don't have to worry at all about trees falling.
Yeah.
So,
well, Dan, I'm glad you're okay. I was very worried about you, my friend Dan.
All right, so I had something happen this week that really got me in a tizzy, as everything does.
Gee, shocking that something happened to Dan this week that got him into a tizzy. Oh,
so
wow.
I put up a little thing it said sandwich etiquette. So
isn't that bro?
Oh, what?
Sandwich?
Sandwich.
Isn't there an H in there? No.
S-A and sandwich.
Okay, go ahead. I don't know, dyslexic.
Oh, I spelled etiquette wrong. Look at that. Hold on.
No, I didn't. I thought sandwich was spelled wrong.
I missed an E, etiquette there.
I don't know. I'm bad at spelling, but when I see a word that looks funny, it drives me nuts. There you go. So what? This is new. Dan's bringing up something because he sends me bitchy texts all week long about things that irritate him, and I don't even know about this. So
let me tell you,
what's going on?
Almost nothing in the world annoys me more.
Here we go.
Than when you go into one of those places where you order a sandwich, like Subway, where you go in and you say,
"This is going to be good.
I want the 6-inch turkey," and then they put the turkey on, they put in the bread, they put the cheese on, and then you go and you tell them what toppings. It's one of these
places where they make it in front of you and they move it down the line.
Right, it's Subway. Okay. Everybody knows Subway, right?
Everybody knows Subway.
I'm not a huge Subway fan, but I'll eat it in a pinch, right?
Same here.
So, I like Jersey Mike's because Jersey Mike's, you say Mike's
way. I love fucking Jersey Mike's. I'm a fan.
Mike's way. You say Mike's way, and that's
it.
You don't have bullshit.
Mike's way. It's a lot of that juice. It's the oil and vinegar. It's wonderful.
You don't, right, but what drives me insane is for me, when I order a sandwich,
here we go.
For many reasons, I'm trying to get in and out of there. Number one, I don't want to hang out. Number two, these employees don't want me to hang out. Number three, there's people behind me, right? So I'm not trying to be like, no, a little more, no, a little more, no, less, no, more mayonnaise.
Yeah.
But people do this shit. And
so let me guess. So you stood behind a guy who was like more, this and that, just being way too involved in that sort of situation.
Well, I wasn't behind him. So this guy, I had sat down and she and I were eating, and we noticed. Here, I'll put up a picture.
Dude, can you turn up your mic a little bit?
Turn up?
Yeah.
We noticed. Let me find this guy. We heard this guy, and it's a bad picture, so I apologize.
This is not. Hold on. You took this photo?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is you sitting down with Kara, and this guy is ordering, and you're viewing, and you're observing the way that he's ordering. And again,
so he caught my attention because you see the black kid working behind the counter. So the black kid's like, "Hey, what can I get you?" And the guy starts giving him a speech about how he used to be in the Air Force.
Oh no!
And he worked at Subway while he was in Pensacola on the beach, and it was the best job he ever had. It was just so great. This poor kid making $12 an hour, right?
Checked out. Doesn't care.
Is like, I don't give a fuck if that Subway was on Mars.
Stop talking.
Shut
up. I don't give a fuck about you.
What do you want?
Yeah, just tell me what you want. I'm just looking to count the hours to get the fuck out of here. Go with my friends. I hate you and I hate being here.
Yeah. So the guy. So everything was a major entailment, and I actually have audio of this.
Oh, yes! Wow.
Now it's hard to hear, but you'll get a little bit of it each time. He'd be like, a little more. Okay. For everything, it was like lettuce, tomatoes, and he's like, "Oh, give me that tomato right there on the bottom."
No, he did not.
He did. So I was a little late with this, but here's what I got.
All right.
Yes. Hold on, look at that.
Some oregano. Yep.
A lot more.
Yep. And then I'll take lots of vinegar and oil. Good.
A little bit more.
Good, man. Wrap it up, cut it in half. We're done.
All right, so I didn't get it till late, so I didn't really capture all of it.
No,
You got a
it's
little bit of it
annoying. You could tell he's okay.
A little bit more, a little bit more. The
Yeah.
tomatoes were the worst. The tomatoes is when I said I got to record this guy because he's like, you see that one there to the left of your finger? Yeah, give me one of those and then 5 more just like it.
He was. Hold on. You're telling me he was picking out of the.
Yes.
He was telling this poor
Yes.
downtrodden employee what
Yes.
specific tomato he
Yes.
wanted. That is
Yes.
unacceptable.
So I'm sitting there.
Were you with Kara?
Kara was there. That's her arm. We were in disbelief. And I'm wearing this shirt at the time. My Duran
What's it
Duran
say?
shirt. It says Duran Duran.
Yeah.
And
Oh my god.
unfortunately, he takes notice of me. Oh, Duran Duran, good shirt, man.
Oh no.
So I just smiled and kept my mouth shut because this guy, he had serial killer vibes. He had vibes of I have a 9-year-old boy bleeding from his ass in my trunk. That's the vibe.
So he's got the vibes where here's what I'm. Guys like this don't
hold
talk
on.
to people.
Hold on. I'm going to let you guess. I'm going to give you 3 guesses.
All right, good. I love these.
What vehicle he came in? You can't even make this shit up. Like
Vehicle he came in?
What vehicle he came in?
A VW Bug.
No. Mm-mm.
A huge Ford F-150.
No. Come on, Bruce.
A van. A windowless
Yes.
van.
Specifically, a white panel van. Yes.
Windowless van. Did I get that on the third?
Well, there were windows, but it was a white panel van with some.
Right.
Still. But it was the stereotype. All he was missing was the free candy sign on the side. That was it.
This guy. I mean, have a little. That's super irritating. The
so
story about the
bad.
tomatoes is the worst.
It was so bad that if you told me it was performance art and there's like fucking candid camera, I would have believed you. I mean, this guy.
So he comes in and he's chatting up this, and you know that anyone who's working at Jersey Mike's or Subway is just so way more down. It's like the most downtrodden of any employee because their whole day is filled with annoying people telling them what to do, and like that would just drive me nuts after a while. I mean, if I was in a bad mood and someone's like, that tomato, no, that tomato, are you deaf? I want that tomato. I'd be like, hey, I'm going to stick this tomato up your fucking ass right now.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about this job or you. Like, I'm about to lose it, dude.
It was so egregious. And listen, to anyone listening, to anyone within the sound of my voice.
Right.
When you order a sandwich, if you make it more complicated than I would like turkey, I would like cheese, I would like lettuce, tomatoes, and mayo, thank you. If it's more complicated than that, you're a douchebag.
You're the problem. You're the problem.
You're a douchebag.
Yeah.
Douchebag. Like, oh, a little more. The thing that drives me nuts is these people act like this is their last meal. Like, this is it. I'm never going to get another sandwich. This one better be perfect. I don't give 2 fucks. I don't care. As long as you put on it what I ask, I don't give a shit. Put a teaspoon, put a cup.
I mean, I'm with you. Realize where you are. Like, you're in the Subway. This is not the fucking hell. This is not the hell. This is not like the nicest restaurant in the world where like you can have a waiter come over and tell them I'd like it's Subway. You're lucky to get something that's not on the floor, And just like realize, read the room. You're in Subway and just go, I want a turkey. Like when I go to Jersey Mike's, this is how it goes every time. I'm like, I want the number 11. I want a foot long, number 11. I want the white bread. The biggest part of the pain in the Mike's way. And the biggest part of the pain in the ass I'll be in there. This is as far as I go. I know that in there, I want your ruling on this, if this is a pain in the ass. I know that in there, the way these sandwich places work, they want to use the old bread first, right? They give you the old bread first because that's inventory control. I'm a bit of a Yeah. Well, they have the big racks of bread. They have the fresh bread that comes out, which is better, and that's like on the bottom. But the top is like the older bread.
Yeah,
You don't
but
know
how old can it be, Bruce?
but it depends on the where you go. Like I've had ones that are stale before, and I'm not happy about it. Right. So I'm a bit of a pain in the ass when I go in there, and I'll say this, Dan. I'm like, hey, they say, what kind of bread do you want? I'm like, I don't know, which came out of the oven last. Right.
Okay.
That's what I say.
That's fine.
Which came out of the oven last?
That's
I don't
fine.
even.
That's
right.
fine.
It's
You're not
fine.
going,
Right?
I want that one on the left.
I don't even care what kind it is. I just want whatever's like it could be like the wheat or the pepper one. I'm just what came out of the oven last? And the guy will look around and go, I don't know, this one cheese one right here.
Rosemary cheese came out.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, fine. Get that one on there, and I want the Italian, and I'm quiet. And then the guy goes,
Hey, wait. You're eating pork and admitting it to me. I'm offended.
Well, I'm sorry.
I'm upset. I'm sad. Offended that you have a podcast brother.
What's on the Italian?
Well, there's fucking all those. The only thing that's not ham or not pork in there is the turkey, and the roast beef. That's it.
Yeah.
Everything else is going to be,
So it is unfortunate that most of these Italian meats are like they're either
look them in the eye. Look them in the eye and say, Wilbur, I don't give a fuck.
Sorry,
I
Wilbur.
need my capicola, and you can eat shit and die. Tell him that.
No, sorry,
Wilbur. He says,
I got
Bruce,
nothing. Feel
Bruce,
bad.
I have a very high IQ, Bruce. Very high IQ.
I know, Dan.
All right, sorry. Go ahead.
But it's been ages since I went into Jersey Mike's because they have a club. They have a Mike's Club where you get a card and you get a free sandwich after some time or whatever.
Ours is digital. Like you just give me your phone number. That's it.
Oh yeah, ours you got to punch it in, but still, it's like I stopped going because one thing that I really liked at Jersey Mike's was okay. You'll like this. It's the Philly cheesesteak. They make a Philly cheesesteak, which is beef, not pork. So that's what I get there too. So I get the Philly cheesesteak when I'm there, and they keep on edging up. So they kept on edging up the prices, and the quality of meat and the quantity of meat you get goes down. And they have a trick. I watch them like a hawk. What they like to do is if they got a sandwich is this long, in the middle, that's where they put the large part of the meat. And the meat at the very end of it ends. So the last 2 or 3 inches of the roll is just roll. So that way, when you cut it open and you look at it, oh, look at this. It's a lot of meat. But you keep eating it, and at the end, there's no meat. I'm convinced that corporate told these guys, let's give them 1 ounce less meat.
Of course.
And that way we'll keep the profits will keep the needle moving in the right direction. The shareholders will be happy. The CEO gets a new plan. Right? Just clap it along and just push the customers down the pain funnel, and this dude can get less meat,
Yeah.
But it went me down to a point. I'm like, I'm paying $24 for this thing. And by the way, I'm such a pig that fucking I can eat a foot long and I can eat more than the Jersey Mike's foot long cheesesteaks. Do you get a 6-inch or the foot long?
I always get a 6-inch. Actually, I get the mini, which is even smaller than that.
Oh, wow. I will whale down a foot long.
But I get it with chips.
Yeah. You know what? I've been on this wasteland.
But you're skinny. Like, you can do it. Fuck it. Like, I'm
not skinny. So, okay. I have, for the past couple of weeks, I've decided to put myself on the wasteland diet, which I do almost every year. To not be the grossest looking 55-year-old dude out there. And that's my goal. It's not to look good. It's not to have I'll never look good. Those days are long gone, right? You've got a picture that proves I'll never look good, right? And I know he's going to put it up right now because he's mad at me for interrupting his week. He's mad at me for eating pork. And so this is probably deserved. But yeah, I'll never be that guy on the left again. I'll never be that thin where
I kind of like the guy on the right better anyway.
I kind of like that guy too. You know what? You got to love the skin you're in. That's what I learned from the kids.
Yeah.
That's very good. So, but anyway, so I'm on the wasteland diet, which I do. And so it's 8 weeks away. Now it's 6-7 weeks away. And I do this thing and I've already lost 10 pounds. And it's easy for guys to lose weight. It's easy.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And because Ro tries to do it, and all women try to do it, and it's a nightmare. They can't do it.
Yeah.
And so Ro's like, how do you do it? How do you do it? And I'm like, I just stop eating. And it's fucked up. And so basically I'm hungry all the time. And I've cut out all starch, Like anything made with flour, anything made with sugar, all flour, all sugar, off the table. White rice, white potatoes, off. So I'm eating shitloads of eggs, basically. I'm just eating eggs, dude. Hard-boiled eggs. You know, I'm eating turkey wraps. I'm eating that fake crab salad on corn tortillas. And I lost some weight. I'm going to the gym. But, yeah, I took video of myself drumming with this band that I did. I drummed in a Grateful Dead tribute band over the weekend, and that went well.
I still got to watch that. My weekend was hell, but once I have time to chill, I'm gonna.
Yeah, because Dan's weekend is hell because he's actually working and doing things, making money. His week isn't filled up with just a bunch of fakakta stuff like an unemployed bum,
bed rotting and TikTok. Like Bruce is scarcely different than an angry 14-year-old, you know. But
right.
Well, he has a car, he can drive. So you're 16. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
Dad, fuck off, Dad. You're dead.
Fuck off. The problem is, I mean, look, it's all my own money. I do what I want, but it's like But
dude, you're my hero, man. I mean, I wish I had the ability to do what you're doing. I just don't have it in me. Like I have, like if I'm not forward moving.
Yeah, I just decided to not carry it. It is a weird space to be in. It's weird.
What it is, honestly, because you and I agree on so much of this, but I think it was drummed into me so hard my whole life that I don't have the ability to do that. And I think part of it is I work from the house. I have since 2006. So that makes it easier to sort of do it because it's like I don't have to go anywhere, you know?
Well, one thing that happened to me, it was my punk rock upbringing, but it was also really the fact that my last job was so traumatic that like I was almost ready to eat a gun from it. And then I was like, I would rather I really made this conscious decision. I'd rather have like 2-3 good years on this planet, knowing full well that I might be penniless and broke in the future. I just don't care. I just want a couple good years with no job where I can do what I want. The last 2 years of my life have been the best. No job.
I'm happy for you, man. And like,
but it is stressful.
You only live once.
I don't know where you know. So I'm like trying to figure out ways to get money, whatever. But anyway, this is a different story. So I got on stage. I played drums with this band, and I set up this little camera to get like I did Facebook Go Live for the whole set, you know, and this is about self-image and stuff like this too, right? This is about like being, you know, like that picture you showed, how I don't like it and stuff. So this camera angle showed picture of like the back of my head and the hairline and like the side of my body like this, and like I was drumming like this, right?
Right.
And I'm looking, and so it's so weird how video of yourself and photos of yourself are so much different than the mirror. Like it's wild when you like look in a mirror or whatever, that's one thing. But to look at video of yourself, it's so much different. Like, I don't know what it is. So I'm watching this video of myself playing drums, and I'm like, look at my fucking hairline, Dan. And I started tripping out on my hairline. All right. Now look, it's like a peninsula. See how my hairline is like a peninsula?
Yeah.
And this goes way back.
Would you like? So you're really complaining to me about?
No, I mean I know that's what you're going to bring up, but it's just like I look. I got to share what I'm feeling. That's what this podcast is about.
True.
And so I'm just like, and I was never self-conscious about it before. I'm like, I know I have a weird hairline, whatever, but I'm lucky to have hair on the top of my head, like you said. So I'm like, okay, no big deal. But for some reason this fucking camera angle, I was like, yes. So I'm looking at this camera angle, and I'm like, dude, what? And plus, I'm looking at the fucking jowls and the flab on the side of my arm and everything, and I'm just tripping out at this. And I'm like, oh my God, look at me, how gross. You know what I mean? Like, and we're all, so, you know, I've talked about this on the podcast many times, about your horrible self-image and stuff like this. But
the thing you have to remember, and look, I'm all about, I'll make fun of you all day, I'll make fun of myself all day, but in the pantheon of men in their early 50s.
Dude, 56.
Are you not early 50s? Okay. In the pantheon of men in their 50s, you and I look really fucking good. I am not a good looking. I am a strong 5. I have always been a strong 5.
Yeah.
But when you compare me to other men my age, I'm like maybe a 6.5, 7.
Oh yeah. Here's what.
Have you seen most men our age, Bruce? Have you seen them lately? Have you?
It is true. Like I sort of like if I'm 56, you're 50, right?
I'll be 51 in a month.
So, but yeah, like compared to most 50-year-olds, you know, you're a 7. You're a strong 7 in the world of 50-year-old dudes.
I have no self-image, and I agree. I mean, it is. I look around, people my age, and I see this on Facebook. I see it everywhere. Like people my age, like what the fuck happened to that guy? Like,
dude, I'm 56. I see it too. Like you can, like I meet other dudes in the course of life, and they're like, yeah, you know, like I was just like at the grocery store talking to some guy, and he's like, I'm 56 too. Whatever. I'm looking at this guy. He looked like he got 1 foot in the grave.
yeah,
you know?
I mean, between the people who have substance issues, because alcohol will fuck you up.
Oh, alcohol. Yeah.
Cigarettes will do it. I mean, any kind of
cigs.
substance. I'm not an exerciser. I hate exercise. My diet sucks. I eat tons of junk food, but I've never done any drugs. I've never smoked a cigarette.
Yeah.
I drink a beer like twice a week. That's it.
Plus, you got good genetics. You know what I mean? I could just tell because, like, if you look at my family history, like, and everybody from back east, everyone gets fat and just sort of like, you know, their head chunks up and stuff like this. And I'm like, what are you gonna do? But
no, I'm not saying this to be nice, but you look good for your age.
Thank you, and you look so handsome too. I love these podcasts where like Dan and I are like angry at each other.
No, I would fucking tell you if you didn't. I would 100% say, look, man, I'll be honest. You got to work on X, Y, or Z. I would tell you.
I'm looking a little rough. Yeah. But thank you. I mean, look, I've been going to the gym really hard for like the past 10 days. Because 10 days ago, I decided time to get ready for Wasteland. Because here's the deal. The creator of Wasteland called me. I do some things, right? He goes, hey, can you wake up the line on Wednesday at 5 a.m. like you did before? Now, what that means is that I get into the Doof drummer cosplay, which is this mask with the fake, and it's the drummer. You've seen that where I paint my body white. Yep. It's the mask, it's the dreadlocks, and I'm playing the drum, and I'm in the back of a truck driving, and it's a cosplay from the Mad Max thing. And this requires you taking off your shirt and getting in front of thousands of people. It's basically what it is. It's a line of cars that are waiting in line, and at 6 a.m, they open the gate. So he's decided it's a good thing to have me driving the truck along the other side of the street and play drums and wake everyone. Oh, it's 6 o'clock. Let's wake up, you know, and let's start the party. And it's a lot of fun. I love it because all eyes are on me and stuff. But the thing is, it's me being shirtless in front of thousands of people. And I'm like, well, I get self-conscious about that. So I'm like, 8 weeks to go. Stop eating. And so like that's how I lose weight. I'm hungry all the time. I deny I had a bunch of cookies. There's nothing more I love than cookies, dude. I love cookies. Me too. Right? So I love these Keebler cookies. I love all these various different kinds of Keebler cookies, and I could just fucking nosh on them all day. I had some cookies in the fridge. I threw them in the trash. Wasted food. This is a big no-no in our house. Ro went to bed. I didn't tell her. I just threw them in the trash. That's the good thing about like if like Ro doesn't like me wasting food or whatever, and if she sees me doing it, I'm in big trouble. But the good thing about Ro is that she's not very visually. She won't notice if something in the fridge is gone. You know, like visually, I would notice. I'm like, hey, where's the fucking mayonnaise? You know what I mean? But like she'll like if there's a block of cheese like getting kind of old or whatever, and I throw it in the trash. She won't notice it because I just took care of it. So I just threw a loaf of bread in the fucking trash. I'm like,
look, man, you got to put yourself in a no-fail environment. I'm with you. Like when I want to lose weight, I don't have that shit in the house. Period.
No. Yeah. So I've been going to the gym now for like 10 days, and so bad human behavior at the gym. I talk about it all the time. So Planet Fitness has decided in their wisdom that during the summer, all teenagers are just allowed in for free. You don't need a membership. You can just walk in, right? And this drives me nuts. So now there are packs of teenagers walking in because think of it. It's Arizona. It's at night. When you were young and you wanted to hang out with your friends and get away from mom and dad, where would you go, Dan?
The mall.
The mall or like a cornfield. There are places you can go.
Oh, yeah, right. You're right. The mud pits, whatever.
the mud pits, whether they're called the woods for us, whatever. But there are places you can go to hang out with your creepy friends and do weird shit and get away from your parents. There's Arizona when it's 109 degrees out at night. There's no place to go.
No.
So there are packs of fucking teenagers who just go into the gym and openly vape. I was working out, bro, and I smelled that horrible, that cotton candy smell.
Yeah.
That's where I'm showing my age, because I'm like working out. I'm like, what the fuck? Who's got cotton candy in here? What is that? And it's some motherfucker on the, he's actually working out and vaping at the same time, which I don't get.
Yeah, I would have to get the hell out. I couldn't do it.
And that's where I ran into my story from the last time. Where like, okay, I'm this lady seeing behavior that I don't like. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna say something to him? No. Fucking say shit. I just shot him a few dirty looks, and that was it.
Yeah, man.
What else is going on in your world?
Nothing. I'm a guy. Time's limited today, so I wanted to get to one of the things you sent me because I thought it was really good. This.
This is from your area, by the way. I need
to know. So yeah, where did you get this?
Okay, I got this off of Facebook of some sort of like anti-work group, like one of these. But it's a group that sort of like exposes jobs for how shitty they are and how badly employees are treated. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a pro-worker. It's kind of a pro-worker page, and they take pictures of shitty things and stories of shitty things that their employers do. And it's always a lot of, like things that they put on the wall that are in the break room that they expose them for. So this was for like somewhere in Florida, the storm's coming. And it said pretty much, and it's like, hey, we realize the storm's coming. Rather than just us being cool and being like, a major storm is coming, why don't we just close the store and you guys can stay at home and be safe? No. This one was saying like, you know what? Come to work, but we'll set up a cot for you. And why don't you go camping
What
here?
in the fuck? What in the
Read it.
I did. I just was like, wait a minute. Who the hell's gonna fucking sleep? I mean, it'd be one thing if this was like, hey, we're gonna, we're paying you a shitload of money. I need context.
It's it's definitely like call offs during this time will be accepted. It cannot be. You're going to get a write up. So I don't know too much of the context. I suspect it's a chain. I suspect it's some sort of like food service type of thing, and you got to be there. And so you got to go to work. And if you get to work and you got to look here, it's like, hey, all faculty staff, there's rain and storms coming. Please plan on the following. Listen here, workers. Assure that your vehicle is full of gas. Assure that your tires are good. Allow extra time for travel. If you're not sure of travel conditions, plan to stay in the faculty if you need. That means fucking sleep at work. Bring your own toiletries, fucking snacks, sleeping needs, and towels, extra clothes. Call-offs during this time will not be accepted and will be constituted as a no-call, no-show. That's like, hey, we know that a major storm is coming, but we expect you to fucking brave the storm to get your ass to Applebee's and bring a fucking sleeping bag and a toothbrush because you might sleep here straight to your next shift, And it's like, fuck that.
I need context, though, because I don't know what kind of facility this is. I don't know, like...
I don't either. I don't have it for you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm telling myself this is not as bad as it seems, like, meaning...
Oh, it's as bad as it seems. I follow this shit all the time about how bad... This is a major pet peeve of mine, is how bad workers are treated and how greedy these companies are getting and just pushing people down the pain funnel.
I know,
and this
but
is so common.
I'm looking at this and I'm like,
there's no excuse, no matter how.
Well, what if it's like a facility where they take care of old people or something, and like it's healthcare? I don't know. No, I still don't care. If it's a facility that takes care of old people, that healthcare, then it should be written up differently. This is written in a penalizing tone. Yeah, you're right.
It's like that, it's like, if we're okay, here's the deal. If you're a facility and you're taking care of old people and it's important, the notice should be something like this. Hey, we see a storm is coming up. To facilitate extra shifts, we will be paying bonuses and setting up a couple extra rooms for you guys to sleep at. Like this is giving off vibes like just set up in the hall and sleep on the floor and bring a candy bar and a toothbrush because
this is really bad. I hope there's context that makes it not as bad, but I'm with you.
I suspect there's not.
Yeah, I'm with you. I suspect there's not.
There's a lot of stuff like this out there, and it's people are just really, it's fucking scary. And so like I currently don't have a job. So all right, I'll say this. This ties into what you were talking about before. Like I couldn't live like you, Bruce, like with no working and not moving forward, no money coming in. So lately I've been looking at my bank account and it is dwindling. And that makes me go, you better do something, right? So I'm starting to make artwork and trying to sell it, but I know no one's really clamoring for that. So I start for fun, I answered a job the other day.
Oh no.
It was for jobs on Craigslist the other day. And I think I might have untapped a new content portal for stuff for the podcast.
Oh, no.
Because it was an ad that was written so bad and abusive right off the bat. It was like, don't call me if you don't know how to do this. But like you could tell the ad was written by some fucking boomer who was just like
angry.
Upset. Yeah, he was already angry. And so I should have sent you a screenshot. I sent him a reply back that was just as I'd matched his energy. I matched his tone. I'm like, hey, XYZ, I'll do this, but I expect to be paid a wage that doesn't waste my time. He wanted a resume. I'm like, you don't need that. I'll just talk to you. I want a resume. I'm like, you don't need the resume. Just talk to me. Like, it was combative. And like, I know he wasn't going to write me back. And it was kind of, I did it for entertainment. I got it. And then I'm like, I could do a whole fucking channel. I've decided, like, wouldn't it be funny if I just did a whole channel where I went in to get jobs that I knew I would be a problem and I knew I'd get fired within a week. And I would go to the job just to be a problem and to just, what do you think about that? Like, hey, we expect you to show up on time, be late the first day.
That would be really funny.
Like, hey, we it's like, but only add the abusive, like, there are some ads that are written really badly. Hey, we don't want some millennial who's going to give me excuses. You got to show up on time and stay off your phone. I'm going to show up late and get on my phone right off the bat.
Hey, I have a story for you.
Tell me.
Speaking of workers, this is pretty good. So I have a acquaintance who works in an office, and they just hired a new employee. And the employee's, good bit overweight. The thing about overweight people, I don't know if you've noticed this. I don't mean overweight like me. I mean like really overweight. They don't tend to gorge themselves in public. Have you noticed that? That really, really overweight people, if you hang out with them, they'll order like.
Yeah, if you're a morbidly obese person, by the way, I don't want to fat shame or anything.
Well, no, just let me finive the story. It's okay. Fine.
But you're absolutely right.
But I'm leading into the story with this.
They will be dainty.
I've had many friends who were significantly overweight. I had one former coworker in Charlotte who was this way, and right. I mean, big dude, huge dude. But if you hung out with him, he'd eat like 2 strawberries and some cottage cheese, and I'm like, why are you putting on all that weight eating 2 strawberries? Anyway, so anyway. So there's this person that I know. They said they got a new employee, and the boss at the job said, "Hey, everybody, I'm going to order Chick-fil-A for lunch for everybody."
Ooh.
Okay, that's cool. So they do an online order. Someone goes out and gets it, brings it back, and they're going through the stuff. And one of the girls there who has been worked there, pulls out a thing of nuggets. She's like, well, I ordered nuggets, but this is 30. Like, I only ordered like 10. They must have made a mistake, or 8 or whatever. They must have made a mistake. That's weird.
Yeah.
And then the new girl comes in and says, hey, I ordered nuggets. This person, Bruce, ordered 30 nuggets and fries. So the reason I'm telling you this story, yeah. The reason I'm telling you this story is, on the one hand, you almost have to respect the person. Because, like, well, you're not even hiding. You're like, I don't give a fuck. I mean what I want.
Yeah.
This person is new, as in like last week, and they're like fuck it, give me 30. Can you imagine, like, you're a new employee, just pure etiquette alone. You're a new employee. Hey, Bruce, we're gonna get lunch for everybody. You would say, okay, I'll take a turkey sandwich and a Coke, right? You wouldn't be like, give me the triple large, fucking Jersey Mike's number 12.
You want to roll into that slow when you're in a new place. You want to roll in slow, like
so, like
I
guess the girl who thought it was hers, who was like, this seems like a mistake. 30 is just a ridiculous number. Like, my whole family would eat that. Right?
30 is a ridiculous number.
The person who ordered it walks in the room and is like, oh, there are my nuggets. I guess
just took out this box. Oh, here's my nuggets. Thank you.
I guess the girl who made the mistake and thought it was hers, and another one of them started laughing like so hard because
no.
Yeah.
No. And did it cause a problem at the workplace? I bet it did.
No, I think the other person worked in a different room or something and said they didn't know. But
oh my God.
Like, on so many levels, I'm like, wait. So you're new at a job. They say you want lunch. You order enough food to feed 3 people and then eat all of it right there. Like, in a weird way, you almost have to respect that. It's like, wow.
See, I have a couple feelings. It's a funny story, and I have a couple feelings about this. And it's funny. It's a really good story. When you start working, there's a couple levels. When you start work at a new place, regardless of the food aspect, you want to be like it's a new social arena, and you want to really sort of. So if you've got any idiosyncrasies or anything weird about you, that's got to be a slow rollout. You don't hit them over with like when I started at a job, I didn't let them know I was like a wasteland or whatever the fuck right off the bat. You roll in slow with that shit. And if they order pizza and you're hungry and you could wolf it down, have 2 slices and just be like, I'm going to do that now. And then like a couple years later, then you just like eat the whole pie and don't give a fuck about anyone else, for sure. But on the other thing, when you said you almost got to respect, like, I know some big dudes and I know some like people of all sizes. And you're right. A lot of people that are super big will just kind of like eat super dainty, usually with their pinky up. I've seen girls do this.
Well, and they don't tend to eat like a ridiculous amount.
Yeah. Especially in public.
And
look,
man, I am the king of junk food. And when I want to really pig out, I don't want to be around other people either. So I get it. I'm not even shitting on it, right?
No. I know some.
Just like, can you imagine? Funny. Can you? I said to this person, I'm like, I don't know. I am bad about junk food. I don't know that I could put down 30 nuggets and fries.
See, I was thinking about that. That's funny. So, okay, I don't eat chicken nuggets at all. I think they're gross, believe it or not, because they're like gristly. Like, I don't know, but I mean, I do like them. I'm a competitive eater. I don't know if you know this about me or not, Dan, but I'm a third place a dumpling eater. I'm very good.
Oh yeah, you've told me that. The dim sum.
Yeah, I could really put it away.
I remember that. I didn't I like donate or something for that at one point, or there was some. It was
you might have. Yeah, you might have. It was
like for charity.
Something. It was for Pacific Asian Americans, Pacific Islanders, Asian Americans.
If I'd known that what it's for, I wouldn't have donated. See.
Dan doesn't like those people, but but I
don't worry, man. You're one of the good ones.
Yeah, so I can really eat, but 30. I mean, look, a chicken nuggets. That's a large number.
It's a lot. Do you remember when we were kids? Remember when McDonald's came out with the McNuggets when we were kids, and they had a 6, they had a 9, and then they had a 20, and the 20 was just enormous.
20 was enormous.
Like 20 would be for the whole family.
But now
the individual 30.
But now the individual size of the nuggets themselves are smaller.
That may be, Bruce, but 30 of those is just
30 is too much. If you're the new person at work, you might want to read the room and be like, maybe I don't want to be a total oinker in front of everybody and just like eat that large amount of food. You know what I mean? Like, and I rolled in slow. Like when I worked in an office, they would do that, and I would order something small. But then once I got comfortable and I was just there,
you've been there
a few horrible, dude.
Sure.
Once I was there a couple years, and like, dude, I was the total hazard and didn't give a flying fuck at the garage door place. They would roll in with pizza, and I would just take an entire pie and bring it to my desk. Just didn't give a fuck. Just like, hey, I'm like, did you? And I knew the person who was ordering the pizza, Bruce, because I've been there for a while, right? Oh, it's my job to order the pizza. How many pizzas do you normally get? Now I know the answer is 9. I go 12. You want to order 12 to 15 pizzas? I want to make sure there's lots left over.
You brought him home, didn't you?
And here, oh yeah, absolutely. I am shameless, bro.
Yeah.
Shameless,
Go ahead.
bro.
So I hate to be a buzzkill, man, but we're
I know. I'm
close
Dan.
to an
Listen,
hour. I gotta work, man.
apologize that my
I
unemployed
don't
ass
have the
is
life
moving.
of leisure that you do.
I do have a life of leisure. I do. But I just knew that this Sunday would just be a no-go. Like, because my body is like, dude, if I'm going to play drums outside in the heat all night on Saturday night, there's no way. I'm in bed. It hurts. I'm in bed all day fucking Sunday. All day fucking Sunday. So I didn't want to like have it affect the
It just
performance.
occurred to me, I don't see any of my dogs, I'm in a trailer, so I don't know where.
Yeah, you better go get your dogs. All right, buddy. Podcast number.
I appreciate everybody tuning in
man.
on a Thursday. That's the news this week. We have more. I got more shit we can talk about for the job stuff. I have your other thing. We'll talk about it next time.
Yeah, I got to generate more content next time.
I'm gonna roll into the outro.
All right, bro.